All right, and here we go. We have TSDL Season 12. We've got Jailer of Rodium versus WindSeeker. And starting off with the Rosin Band, looks like both these boxes at a glance are doing the... No, they're not quite doing the one tank, or the one healer thing. Landius Band for Jailer. Interesting. There is still a Hilda Lightbringer. So this tank band is trying to pressure a tank pick quickly from WindSeeker to give away both Rosin and Awakened One bands, which sometimes works, but sometimes your opponent just picks Rosin or Awakened One anyways. Awakened One band means Rosin gets picked, no surprises there. 3 tanks remaining, so Jailer should have a pretty comfortable tank push setup. Again, this is like the most common style you'll see right now. So there's the tank ban. So WindSeeker actually does go for it, does pick up the tank. That does let you ban both of these, is the typical reason is what you're trying to accomplish if you're Jailer. Goes for the Oboro instead. Yeah, you have the Rosin. If you have the Rosin, you don't have to care about Awakened One, especially as player 1. It's just not that relevant. That being said, it is still good damage into a Hilda, so you don't want to let this sit around for too long, or you might find yourself getting punished. There's actually a Leanna over here. I did not see this until just now, so both sides actually going to be pretty comfortable tank and healer. Yep, there we go. If you're a Jailer, you're probably looking... Leon is nice disruption. You do have the Zerida. This isn't a Rosin protecting this, but if it's plushy, you're still not going to get through it with Zerida just because it's a Lightbringer, right? So you don't get to dispel the immunity. The Zerida's a little bit awkward, but could be good. Gintoki's always good. You might look for an Assassin in the D-Heart, right, and try and have some pressure that way. Since again, getting through this is going to be annoying, just like getting through this is going to be annoying. Grand Shield ban makes a lot of sense. I'm not as big of a fan of the Zerida ban over here. Zerida doesn't have a great matchup into Hilda to begin with. I feel like you might actually have gotten a little bit more mileage out of like another Assassin ban or one of the mages, because the mages can actually do quite a bit of damage to Hilda if you're not careful. It's the Zerida pick. Is going to try and just break through this Lightbringer with Zerida. Again, immunity makes that awkward. Can't just all in immediately to get the kill. Right, you have to kind of play it a little bit slower. Does lose the D-Heart for it, so there's going to be no Assassin pressure on Jailer's side. WindSeeker picks up McLean. I guess this guy gets kind of ruined by anti-crit. Whereas McLean gets ruined by being McLean, so I don't know. Not the strongest of Assassins, but it can take a life off of Zerida, I guess. If this isn't a fixed immune Rosin, which I guess not everyone runs, then that's a pretty big deal to have this McLean. Yeah, there's the auto combo. That's gonna hurt this a lot. I'm actually really surprised to see Gintoki getting banned. Hilda with her casting cannot have the Cav Transform dispelled anymore. So between Royals and Cav Transform, Gintoki really just does not damage Hilda. Right, so Jailer giving up double mages here feels a little bit awkward on the Hilda. But maybe it's a Tiamat or something. I don't know. I guess that is an option, right? It could be Tiamat Hilda with Templar. That would wall the mages pretty dang well. Auto Kelmo on this side, not going to be the most useful. Right, I like this Auto Kelmo a lot more for punching Hilda. Gintoki Zerida is a lot of damage, though, to be certain. But I feel like Lightbringer Leanna can kind of take all that damage, right? It's a lot of damage that you're threatening, but I feel like you can be okay with it if you're on WindSeeker's side. So I think I kind of like WindSeeker's team a little bit more here. I think they have a more clear path through the enemy tank. and have a little bit of extra pressure coming off of this McLean. Right, slow down mobility and then have a little bit of offensive pressure as well that Jailer's kind of lacking. Steel Wings on the Gintoki is an interesting choice. I'm not sure. I guess it's probably Tiamat Gintoki. Yeah, this is fixed immune, no surprises there. This is exclusive on the Hilda, so does have the Templars here, but still gonna take a lot of damage from so it's just telling me that they're about to start. Still gonna take a lot of damage from these mages. Right, Templars don't last forever. They're both very strong units as well. McLean HP versus the Adenkelmo. It'll be close. I believe McLean can just kill this Adenkelmo for free. I have skill on it. Yeah, I believe this McLean can just kill Adenkelmo at some point. Assuming he has the damage, it is a McLean. Now, that's not actually guaranteed that he has enough damage to do that. Pirates are not the strongest either. I wonder if pirates are actually better than your standard water elementals. I feel like the water elementals do more here into the obvious warlocks, right? I mean, there's more magic defense than defense. That is a 6-star Awakened one. It's a threat. And we see it is plushy here. That's gonna pretty thoroughly cripple these units trying to actually get through this life breaker. Having plushy access. She does have strengthen instead of the extra stacks, right? Did need strengthen from McLean. But that means no light flow to reset to 5 after the first person hits you. So there is some amount of opportunity there. You can just double tap into this Lightbringer for free. I like this from WindSeeker. I like saving the portal here. You're not going to do very much offensively this turn with Adenkelmo. I really like saving this portal to make sure it's on top of the enemy, so that they're just taking the debuffs all the time. Right, it really helps with keeping rosin stacks from growing too high. You're still not going to actually get through rosin stacks. I don't think there's actually enough debuffs here, but I still like this play. I guess they both are saving portal because they want to override each other's portals. I feel like Jailer might have had the same idea with the portal save. Right, wait and try and get it on top of the enemy team so you can just get debuff spam all over them. Hope that your portal doesn't just get immediately overwritten. Adenkelmo Dittos can be a little bit toxic. The thing that WindSeeker's gonna have to watch out for the most here is just Gintoki shoves. Right, Gintoki pushing units away from the tank and then letting Zerda or Adenkelmo pick them off is a pretty big threat. That's really the main way that Jailer or Rodium is gonna actually make forward progress this game. Right, try and get this plane pushed off. Leanna, if you can somehow manage it, would be great to pick off. Adenkelmo would be helpful. Plane doing the plane thing, giving Gintoki some free stacks, and walking away. Making the game a little bit more annoying to play for Jailer. It actually did, like, not insignificant damage as well, which is surprising because the skill is not very strong. And McLean is not very good at using it. Also did not get the cooldown reset, so that is going to be gone for a long time. I don't think WindSeeker was under a lot of pressure here either. Like, I feel like he could have held this skill up even just another action or two to try and get the reset there. It's like, what is Gintoki gonna do if he comes along this top angle? Like, he's not really gonna accomplish anything. Alright, goodbye, Hilda. You were not at full HP, and are also at Hilda. Versus, you know, one of the strongest mages right now, even without the 20% damage up from this effect. Still just instantly kills Hilda. Yeah, again, that's kind of what I was saying during pick ban, is I like this team more because it's gonna be hitting this Hilda pretty well. Right, Hilda is not very good at taking these hits. Hello in the chat. There goes some portals. Tiniest of portals. I imagine this will just get overwritten by the Abenkelmo. No, it will not. Actigan McLean is pretty free here to just pick off this Abenkelmo. Right, there's not really anything Jailer can do about it, other than hope not to die. Oh, nope, we're killing Hilda instead. That works too. Goodbye, Hilda. You didn't live this one, you're not living the one that does have the 20% damage up. While you have less HP. Yep, there she goes. And there's just no way that Gintoki and Zerda actually get through this team in time. Right, they're just gonna start getting slaughtered by mages nonstop. Yeah, Gintoki's gonna do the best he can here, but it's just... Armor proc doesn't matter. Lightbringer always lives this anyways. Never mind, armor proc did matter. Wow. Gintoki dies. He hits Tiamat, actually. He does get to live that. Lightbringer can be dead here if the Zerda is willing to jump in right now. The only issue with the Zerda jumping in right now is you basically lose 2 units to McLean afterwards. Yeah, so he's not going to go for the Lightbringer and try and get back out and keep Gintoki up. But you're just dead to this AoE, so that didn't really do anything. Right, it's just going to walk forward. Does it reach? Oh, it might not reach, actually. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't reach. Okay, so Gintoki lives another day. Alright, since WindSeeker chose to use this bomb instead of Fireball, I believe Fireball would have picked him off. Once you get through the Steel Wings, you're doing effective damage. I mean, where there's a Gintoki, there's a way. Unit is good. This is still just asking to get killed by a McLean. Oh, that could have reached. Okay, just felt like letting him heal. Well, that's definitely gonna be the end. Right, you can try to trade it back. You should, I think. Not with Fireball, though. That had to be Oracle to trade it back. So if you had traded that back, then you could go for the kill on Lightbringer. You're not likely to get it. But you can at least try. I mean, I guess you still get to go for the kill on Lightbringer, but now now it's just a little bit worse. Looks like immunity did not get dispelled, so you get the first life, but... Oh no, immunity did get dispelled. Okay, well, cheese successful, I guess. Does Zerida win from here? No. Right, not gonna be able to get through the McLean in time. Yeah, it didn't dispel the heal aura, but it did dispel immunity. McLean gonna pick off Autumn Kelmo, just reducing options going into the next turn. Barely kills because it's McLean. Alright, so Zerida can get a kill here. Okay, so Soul is an interesting decision. I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. Alright, so Zerida gets a kill here, but now this Awakened one just kind of comes over and kills you. It is a waste, but it also just does not matter. Right, this guy has a breeze, so all you have to do is just like, you know, act again the Awakened. Right, use the skill on the Awakened one. Swap it in. Not? Act again up? Not up. And there still just shouldn't be anything that Zerida can do against this. Right, with 3 turns before Lightning Slashes up again. I feel like you could have gone in with Awakened one and won on the spot by just taking the first life of the Zerida. Right, you do a switch with, you know, while the McLean is here, you just switch with McLean, step forward so she can't use this Soul Scrap against you and just take a life. Right, even if you die for it, you'll just come back and do the same thing next turn. And like, if you do it from the tree, you probably don't even die for it. It's a basic attack. Basic attack from Buffalo Zerida. There's no way for Zerida to make this comeback. It's not... One less unit, and maybe she could. One less unit, and she probably would. Alright, on to game 2. So yeah, I think... Like, I didn't hate Jailer's comp. Right, I think they had a good comp, but I think their bans were bad. So their picks were fine, but I think their bans were bad. Right, letting yourself face Awakened one Autumn Kelmo with the Hilda instead of facing, you know, Gintoki and like, I don't even know, like a Gintoki and a Zerida or a Lostum or a Garen even. Right, I feel like you could have left options that just don't beat the Hilda instead of leaving the double mages that do. But we'll see how this game goes. Looks like we'll have pretty much the same pick ban. Right. Lightbringer ban means that WindSeeker might not want one of these tanks. I don't see why you wouldn't. Hilda's pretty good against most of what's in Jailer's box. Right, it's really only these two that Hilda has to fear. You can easily ban them out after forcing a tank pick from Jailer. Let's go Landius. Landius threatens the Aboro pick, which is nice. There's the Aboro ban, so now you get your Leanna behind it. We'll have to see if this is Cav or Lancer Lando. It's really like 50-50 right now. Cav is obviously much better against Gintoki. You basically have to be Cav if you're not going to ban Gintoki. But I think Lancer is better in general against not Gintoki. Alright, it is a Cav Landius. Gintoki is still available. That is a Cav Landius. You can pick the Leon here to punish the Cav. Do you still get walled by Centurions? I don't know. Right, he still has some decent Lancer troops, even as a Cav. So I feel like it still doesn't really do too much if you go Leon. Again, I wouldn't mind seeing like a Lostum or a D-Heart here to just have a little bit of extra pressure for Jailer. Just with the foil. Maybe. I mean, if it is a Cav Lando, that's a lot of damage to the Lando. A lot of damage to the rest of the team as well. But again, we see Jailer kind of just banning physical threats is gonna get an Autokelmo Awakened one picked against them again, and Hilda will just drop instantaneously. Right, they're really not respecting the mages at all. Maybe gonna try and just one-shot the mages with the foil this time is the plan. That's how they're gonna get around those mages kind of being a problem. Like, you don't one-shot Awakened one. Judge Talisman, maybe you can hit the Autokelmo in a way to actually kill her. You would have to hit her with the first tick of the AoE, and then the actual dunk. There's the Autokelmo pick. I mean, you have to ban this Awakened one. You cannot let the same thing happen that happened last game. Good. There's the adaptation. We do see a Gintoki banned now, which is interesting. Maybe it is a Lancer Lando, right? We haven't seen the Landius until we actually see the Landius. He could be Cav, he could be Lancer. This pick ban is not definitive either way. The fact that Leon might actually make it to the end means that it might have been a Lancer the whole time and that Gintoki just got bamboozled. Yeah, it's a Lancer. You don't leave Leon as Cav. You can't get away with this if you're a Cav. We could see Jailer try and just do a bunch of AoEs here. Right, now they have the Leon at the back of this. Now, Coil's going to do a lot of damage. Autokelmo, Black Hole, or 3C is not a bad move, and then Leon's new SP skill also does some pretty big damage to these units. Leanna is hard to AoE against. Oh god, Anyas is left open. The AoEs are just not going to work. Yeah, that's not going to happen. It'll have to be single target, but I don't know how effective this team is single targeting into a Lando. At least the Hilda's not dead immediately this time, but it's still very easy for her to drop a life. Right, I mean, we already saw this take a life off of Hilda. Anyas definitely hurts the AoE plan as well. You can hope for... Because basically it means that Leon has to kill them with the AoE, and then have the fixed damage take the second life. Whereas before, you could have just let the fixed damage be what kills them. Because it is a lot of fixed damage. But it's really hard for Leon to kill them with the AoE, then have the fixed damage execute them. We'll see, but... And having the extra healing as well, right? 3C from Anyas just is a heal skill. It's gonna make this hard. That is Werewolves 3C Leon. Okay, well, there's your Lancer Landius. So that's gonna be awkward. Royals... I guess Hilda is just giving up on living the Autokelmo. The problem is now you might be dead to Fireball as well, which is not really where you are. Also, this Hilda needed to stay back to provide anti-crit. Well, also just guarding in general. That reaches on turn? Oh, he's freaking boots. Oh my gosh. I think Jailer just didn't even see the boots on this guy. Because yeah, I've never seen... I mean, I've never seen a Lostum reach on turn 1, so if you're just kind of on autopilot this first turn of the game and you don't see these boots, and yeah, you just lose a unit for free. Okay, that is not great. And even if the Hilda had been one tile further back, you can still just like, you know, you can put the terrain on this, and then he can't jump in. That didn't even come close. This is definitely not the scenario you want to be in down a game in TSDL. Yeah, he didn't use skill because he needs... I mean, he needs to have the skill available for breaking this formation up to do anything at all. Right, if he uses skill here, then he has to wait 5 turns before he gets to do anything. So he's gonna have to just take the kill on the next turn and wait for Shiv to come back. It's a little bit... It's still an unfortunate amount of time to wait when your Hilda is just dead. It still might be too much of a tempo loss to have to wait for Shiv to come back. That's wild that werewolves just evaporated in this Lostum. Alright. Actigan pressure here is also going to be huge. Actually, you might just take the Actigan right now. Are you in range? No, you're not in range. You'd have, I guess you could go through Portal, that would be... So yeah, I wonder if you're WindSeeker, do you just take the Actigan right now and like take a life off of Hilda, jump back to your Landius? That's the person I thought was getting Actigan. Okay, I don't know what this Actigan does. I guess it heals the Lostum more if you're actually going to try and survive beyond this Pokemon again. Goodbye, Lostum. Yeah, I liked this Actigan a lot because you can just take a life off Hilda. Pressure with the fact that, you know, the next time you act again, Hilda's dead. Oh, no way he used skill there. Oh my god, he used skill there. Why did he use skill there? Well, I mean, that's just obviously incorrect. We all know that's incorrect. Because he was definitely dead to the basic attack there. There's no way 50% Lostum lives there. And now you're in the scenario that you didn't want to be in, right? Where you have to wait 5 turns before you get to do anything at all to this team. Right, with no last rites, you're getting 60% damage increase. Skill there is insane. Oh, that's why the Auto-Camo didn't go in. There wasn't a faction buff last turn, so Auto-Camo didn't actually have the damage to kill Hilda. Did you Fireball here? I would have been very tempted to Fireball there. Just go max greed. Yeah, now you use Glow Hammer, try and get resets onto Leanna. And Hilda just can't stand in front of this. Right, Jailer gave up Hilda, or gave up magic damage into the Hilda again. And just doesn't have a clean way through this Landius. They didn't give up double magic damage this time, at least. It was a little bit better than last game, but especially with Leon being on full cooldown now, that's just not going to happen. Leon does nothing into this Lando. Wallhammer's a good skill, alright? The cooldown resets are not going where WindSeeker wants them, I guess, but this skill is really strong. It is an incredible skill for a one cost, one cooldown move. Yeah, I mean, Jailer has nothing to do here but just kind of sit and wait for this cooldown. I guess you can try and get something with Foil. Right, like that's why this Gospel went here, because the... God, barely lived. Right, that's why this Anya's got the Gospel here, is because the only thing that Jailer can really do is like try to pull units into the fog and stun them there. But now both these are immune, and then Onenkelmo can no longer be pulled because she's got Landius behind her. WindSeeker can't really do anything else here this turn, but you can pull her down. Yeah. The problem is, well, you have the Tenuous Breeze on Leon. You actually probably can kill her. You can't skill into fog. Would you not get the stuns? Oh, does it count as like the displacement is the displacement takes your first life, then you do the AoE and get the... Oh my god, Leon just ran in. Oh, it doesn't let you select tiles in the fog. Okay. Well, he actually did pretty good damage, but he also attacked into a Landius, so he couldn't move again, which I think he was expecting to do. I feel like this Leon thought that he was going to walk back into guard range with that attack. Better play was probably still pulled down with Coil. The problem is the Leon had it pulled, right? So even if you... Oh, you definitely can pick tiles in the fog, Alma. Alma out here just straight up lying to us. This foil has in fact chosen a tile in the fog. Violent, or Leon. It's like if you had pulled down with Coil, you get down to here. The Landius can just walk down and guard. Right? Even if you pull down, Landius just guards, you still can't do anything with it. And Leanna lived at 1 HP, and now has 12,000. And Jailer had to try to make something happen there to somehow break it. However you say her name. I don't know, man. Yeah, that's it. So there we go. So it's 2-0 for WindSeeker there. They'll be moving on to the round of 32. And we'll see if Jailer can have a little more luck next season, perhaps. Good games to those guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.